Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to If It Pops, It's Culture. And Jay just got dropped. I don't know what happened. Jay, you
Oh,
still there?
yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
Look over
This
that top
is
screen.
this is episode 3 of If It Pops, It's Culture. How's everybody doing?
I'm alright.
I'm tired, doc.
I feel you. This is my first day off in a week and a half. Okay. So this week, I don't know, Jay keeps popping in and out. He's ghosting like I did, in episode 2. All right, this week we're going to talk about franchises. What's our favorite movies, comics, video games, all that stuff. I have a fly in here that almost got me killed today playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I can't catch the damn thing. It's driving me insane. Uh,
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, but you keep dropping out.
Oh, jeez. If I can't hear you,
You can hear us?
I'll be back.
Okay. All right. All right, Des.
So
What's your favorite franchise of all time? I'm gonna put you on the
I
spot.
don't know. I guess if we're talking about games, it has to be Infamous or the Dragon Age. I'd
Infamous.
probably say Infamous as I actually played all the games. Haven't played Dragon Age 2. I only played Dragon Age Origins and Inquisition, so it has to be Infamous.
Okay. Which one do you go back to the most though to play over and over?
I think I played Second Son the most because of the fact,
Okay.
just because of the evil ending seems more just to me. Even though I think 2 was probably the one I liked the most, but Second Son had a lot of exploration. I guess like all games have exploration. Probably Second Son has the least amount because you're kind of stuck in one city, but I just liked the more new age feel that Second Son had to offer.
I never got to play Second Son. That came out on 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's when I switched over to nothing but Xbox. I played the first one, and then I didn't make it to Second Son, so uh well, my two favorite are right here in my name, Fallout and Mass Effect. However, I do have to say that Fable would have to be my top all time. And at the Xbox Games Expo last week, they announced that Fable 4 is going to be coming out as a reboot, but it's still going to be out. So I guess I'm getting the Xbox Series X. I have no choice. I've been playing Fable since it came out in '06. I've probably played at least 12 playthroughs on every game except for Journeys because Journeys suck. Nobody likes Journeys. Or if you
Oh,
do, then you're a little kid and you just like to connect when it came out. What about you, Jay? What's your favorite franchise of all time? Okay. I don't know what's going on. uh, what about movies? What's your favorite movie franchise?
I don't know. Um, I think the only one I watch fully would be Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
I don't know what's franchise based. I don't remember any movie franchise where I watched all of it and enjoyed So it has to be Harry Potter, even with all the what do you call it? The problems with J.K. Rowling right now.
Yeah, she's lost her mind.
Yeah, not really a smart person at this point.
No, I mean she keeps just going at it, and people are like, "Please stop," and she just keeps going. So
Well, yeah, she's just stupid stuff. She
yeah,
just needs to
if
not talk anymore.
if any of y'all want to know what we're talking about, just go to J.K. Rowling's Twitter page, and you'll see it's a literal shit show. Like every other tweet, she gets blasted by somebody because she posts something stupid. And I used to follow her because my kids, I got kids, they like Harry Potter, so I'd follow her to find out what was going on. And now I follow her because it's almost as funny as listening to Donald Trump. It's almost getting as bad as his. So that tells you something. And no, we're not discussing politics on this show. That's not what we're doing. But he is a part of pop culture because he's made himself be one,
Yeah.
even before he was president. You got The Apprentice and everything else. So that's as much as we're going to say about him, or as much as I'm going to say about him. I guess my favorite movie franchise, if we count enjoying every single one, it has to be Marvel, because Star Wars, they kind of crucified themselves here in the last few ones, and I'm not bashing. They're good movies, but the one thing they took out of the expanded universe was the Emperor having a clone. That just made me angry. I'm sorry. You got Grand Admiral Thrawn, you've got Darth Bane, Revan, all this other stuff, and you pick the Emperor as a clone. Come on.
Should probably put like spoilers, but
Well, if they ain't seen it by this point, it's been what, 6 months? It came out in December, so. But we'll post a spoiler warning, and then I'll post it on the
edit.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen like many like franchises, but it's just I don't remember much. But I do remember me like reading all of the Harry Potter books, and then also watching the movies, because they basically like show it just basically showed the evolution of the characters since they basically grew up. They literally grew up while filming everything. So
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
We're talking about
Oh,
favorite
no.
franchises, and we can already see what yours is.
Well, both of them. They're both back there. Ghostbusters and Star Trek.
I don't see Star Trek.
That's because it blends in with the background back there.
Okay.
But it's there's a bunch of starships, the phasers, and communicators, and Captain Picard, Captain Cisco, and Commander Data.
Okay.
So
Next week we're going to plan on a battle royale, last man standing of who we think would win, franchise versus franchise, or superheroes versus superheroes.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're building up this week on favorite franchises.
All right.
We've been through games, and we've been through movies. So you want to go with yours?
Well, let's see. Games. Right now, I mean, other than the close to my heart classics of Mario and Zelda, would have to be the Borderlands franchise.
Yeah, you've been going
Borderlands is fun.
on that.
Yeah, I love those games. The stories are hit or miss, but just gameplay mechanics and all that is just a ton of fun. The random weapons you can get, I mean, it's
Yeah,
really
I
nice.
like the first one, and I've got the second one, but I haven't made a complete playthrough. But I've got it on Xbox, so we can't
no cross-platform.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only people doing that right now is Call of Duty, and I played it. I made it to level 20 because my friend's like, "Oh, we got to play," and he never got on, so I nixed it. Robert West, I'm talking about you. I know you're going to watch this later. I'm going to call him out. Yeah, so I gave up after level 20 because if you're not playing with somebody you know, it's not really all that fun. If you want a shooter game, there's plenty of other ones that have better mechanics, better storyline, all this other stuff. Borderlands being one of them.
Yeah, I could play Borderlands to the end of time, because after a point you're just it's just about having fun, taking on new challenges with your buddies. Yeah. I have two buddies that I play with at night, and we just go to town on different bosses and takedowns and things of that nature.
Well, I dove deeper into Assassin's Creed. I went and got. Now, see, originally when I played it on PlayStation, and PS3, whatever. But since my PS3 has been fried for a long time now, went and bought the remastered Ezio Auditore set for Xbox One.
Oh,
Even though
nice.
I haven't beaten Odyssey yet, I'm about 61% of the way through, and I like open world games. And
Right.
Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, massive map. It's actually based off Japan, Kyoto. I'm probably not saying it right, am I?
Kyoto.
Yeah. It's based off the map's based off that distance and everything. They went into great detail talking about that.
Oh, nice.
Ancient Greece is freaking huge. Like I didn't even know how big it was, and they're like, "Oh, you got to go from here to there," and it takes hours to get anywhere unless you got a horse.
I've actually been to Greece. It's a really neat country.
Never been there. When I was in Europe, they told me American soldiers couldn't go.
Oh,
So they told us, nope, you're not going there. So been to Turkey, Italy, I've been to a bunch of places, but the map for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's massive. I've only got 40%. I've only explored 40% of the world, and I've spent I'm almost at 2 days of gameplay through.
Wow. Nice.
So it's huge. What do you got for?
I just started. Where I'm in the game. Oh, I just started Vampire. I think the last time I was here, I was playing probably Dishonored. No, I was playing Dishonored 2. I beat Dishonored 2 recently, and that was fun. But yeah, I just started Vampire. It's an interesting game.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm stuck on Odyssey. Well, I will be until I beat it.
My buddy just started Ghost of Tsushima, and that looks pretty awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy Robert Storm keeps talking about that.
They're all raving it.
Yeah.
It's one
if you have a Switch and you ever want to play any of the older Borderlands games, let me know. They've got it on sale on Amazon right now.
He's talking to you. I don't have a Switch yet.
I don't have a Switch either.
Oh, okay.
I have a PC and a PS4.
Well, see, I have
PS4, so
I pawned mine because my kids were fighting over it.
Oh,
and
so you pawned it?
I was gonna go get it back. I told them if they could not fight for a whole month, I'd go get it back because I know the pawn shop owner and everything. And they couldn't make it 2 days, so it's gone. I'll eventually get another one, but everybody's sold out right now because coronavirus. Everybody. My oldest daughter called 23 pawn shops, every Walmart, and the 2 Best Buys within a 30-mile radius of our house. Nobody has a Switch, not even a Switch Lite.
Oh yeah, you're in Florida. I've seen a couple up here in Charlotte, but it's been hit or miss.
Get you to mail me one.
That's what I did. I had a buddy who was still at the Colorado Air Base. He was like, "Hey, you want anybody looking for a Switch?"
You're coming in broken, man.
Am I broken still?
There you go. They got better.
You're getting better.
Oh, geez. Trial still. So I had a buddy in Colorado Air Force Base. He's like, "Hey, man, you know anybody looking for a Switch?" I was like, "How many you got?" Like 3. And 2.
I had a buddy at an Air Force base.
Yeah, he had like 3 sitting in front of him at the PX, and I was like, "Dude, send 2." When I seen them, I had to give one to one person, like months. And
I think you might have to type it, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, you keep going really loud and then you go really low.
Yeah, I heard a buddy at the Air Force base in Colorado and PX.
Can we pull this up on our phone?
What'd he say?
Will it work on your phone? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it will. It will. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I had to do for episode 2, and I still couldn't get a good signal for that. So as long as he's got a signal, it'll work though.
Yeah, I'm happy I finally got my earbuds to work with my laptop.
Well,
That's nice.
I'm wearing my Xbox headset. That's why you can see right through that little hole right there because it's green.
Oh, green.
But hey,
It
what's your
works.
favorite movie franchise there, Josh?
Um, I would say Ghostbusters just because I've had a lifelong obsession with that role playing. But as far as sheer entertainment value, it's hard to say. The Star Trek franchise is still close to my heart. At least half the movies anyway. Uh,
The Star Trek?
yeah,
Yeah,
there is that. They had a really great trilogy in the beginning with Star Trek 2, 3, and 4.
yeah.
And then Star Trek 6 was great. Star Trek First Contact was the only Next Generation movie that I would do like rewatches of because
Yeah.
Star Trek Nemesis left a bad taste in my mouth because I was a huge Deep Space Nine fan and I felt like they ignored a bunch of stuff that could have been relevant. So,
And we all know my feelings on Deep Space Nine. It's a cop show
Well,
in space.
eh, I don't know how far you got through it, but it is by far the best of the Star Trek.
I mean, no, see, I'm a Discovery fan.
oh, I love Discovery, and I'm really
Discovery has to be
excited
my
because we're
favorite
about
now.
to start. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we're about
October.
to have 23 straight weeks of new Star Trek. So
Yeah, what is it? Below Decks? When does that start?
lower
This
lower
month?
decks starts Thursday.
Okay, so yeah, it starts soon. I'm gonna watch that too.
Yeah,
Uh,
to me, Lower Decks looks like, um, it basically looks like Star Trek in Family Guy art style,
yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
that's interesting.
which is sad that they don't have like Seth MacFarlane involved because
Well,
he is
he
such a
got
huge Star Trek nerd, and I mean now he's got his Orville and stuff. But the only reason he does the Orville is because he couldn't have the Star Trek license.
right, exactly.
So. But I'm hoping Star Trek: Strange New Worlds is more in the old episodic vein than.
I haven't heard of that one. What is that?
So you're caught up on Discovery, right?
Oh yeah,
So spoiler alert. So with Star Trek Discovery,
Strange New Worlds is the
CBS
one.
has greenlit Captain Pike to have his own
Yes.
series. So
Yes,
I'm hoping that it's more of like an episodic nature. Not, I mean, still have some serial through it, like
right.
some continuing threads, but more just some adventure stuff that we haven't had in a while.
Well, we need to see that 10 years in between the pilot
Kirk
episode and then
Yeah.
and then Kirk.
Well, I mean, if you look, Star Trek: The Cage happened
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
Discovery, so
Right, yeah.
Discovery happens after that. So I don't know how far from when Pike has his unfortunate accident. And I mean, they literally have a built-in series finale
Right, yeah.
if they really want to go that route.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we know what's going to happen to Pike.
And my green screen's falling. Well,
Oh,
that
Lord.
sucks. Oh well, I'll just turn it off. Let me turn that off because that's not gonna.
Can I be heard clearly now?
Yes,
You can be
we got
heard
you.
clearly now.
Oh, sweet mercy and Mary. It only
See my
took
half
30
green screen.
minutes.
It happens. I'm not messing with the green screen because that means I gotta get up.
Then you just got a green screen on top of your head over there. What did I miss?
No, this side fell, and it's where my closet's at, and where to hang it up at is way over in the corner. So I've been messing with it. I've tried tape and Flex Seal and everything else. I'm just gonna nail it up next week, but I just didn't want to block off my closet, so I'm gonna have to
I
put a
understand.
hole in it and sew in a thing.
You
Sew
don't
in
need
something.
clothes.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah, we'll see.
You know
about
what
that
you
one.
you know what you do? You just get yourself a command hook. You put it at the door sill,
Yeah.
and then you just make a little buttonhole in the sheet, and then just hang
Yeah.
it.
That's what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna
There
take
you go.
some time. I don't have another day off till Wednesday, so
Yeah, I get to fly to New Jersey tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Then I get
had
to work 10 days in a row, so that'll also be fun.
Jeez.
I'm going back to school for my HVAC certification.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
There is never a shortage of air conditioning work in
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, there's not.
God knows you need it. It's
Yeah.
hot.
My AC broke. I mean, that's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it because Walmart pays for it. I've been working for them for the last 4 months. I was supposed to become a prison guard, but when COVID hit, it screwed up everything. So I have to redo a background check and another physical. And I'm just like, you know what? I can make more money doing this. So I'm going to do HVAC. All right, Jay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, it was either that or electrician. But
Oh,
I
Walmart
can't
paid
do
for
the
it.
electrician thing. Colorblind.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but I'm also afraid that if I got an electrician's certification and I went around messing with stuff, that would be bad because there's some things I shouldn't do, and that's probably one of them. I have my whole house just wired weird. All right, Jay, we got movie and favorite game franchise. What you got?
Oh,
Yeah, we're throwing you on the spot here.
movie and favorite game. Movie and favorite game. Let's go with movie first because that's probably gonna be a little bit easier. I love the Dark Knight series, the Batman Dark Knight series.
Okay.
I really love them, even if they are a little cornbally. The third one especially was cornbally. Like I've never seen a more quotable superhero movie
Yeah.
in my life. Right, Bane coming out. You are not molded in the darkness. You really adopted the darkness. I was molded in it. I was born in it, molded by it.
Yeah.
I did not see the light of day until I was a man.
Yep.
Right. I can't really do the Bane one, but it's something whispery, you know.
That meme's still going around though.
Right? It's so strong. But I can sit here and watch The Dark Knight Rises with Heath Ledger as the Joker. I can watch that on repeat.
Oh yeah.
Without missing a beat.
See, that movie right there with Heath Ledger, that's the movie that got me off it has to be adapted specifically to the comic book. It can't be any other way. Because I was the guy who's like, oh, Heath Ledger can't do it. He's too pretty. He can't be the Joker. And this dude gets on there and blows everybody. I love Jack Nicholson. The Tim Burton Batman was freaking great. But you can't beat Heath Ledger as a Joker. I'm sorry. It's just, he just.
Honestly, he stole the show.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even like I like Christian Bale as Batman. He carried himself with a certain amount of charisma and class that required to be Batman. But the enigma that is Joker,
Yep.
if Heath Ledger hit it, and I felt pity when they said Jared Leto was going to have to try to reproduce that type of Joker, and then he came out with like a gangster type of Joker,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't think that's going to do it, dog. And now I'm curious to see what this new Batman is going to be about. What was it? Robert Pattinson?
Listen,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious because we already got like little scene screens and images and stuff, but I want to see like a full trailer. I want to see some sound.
Well, they say that one they're throwing back to the detective days, not,
Oh, so like Detective Comics, old school Batman?
Yeah, old school, original Batman.
Oh, so we're gonna get the Jokerfish? Are we gonna get Jokerfish Batman? Is that what we're gonna get?
I don't think the Joker was in it. I think they said, who did they say?
I think Catwoman's in it.
I think Catwoman. Yeah, I think that's the one I remember. And if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about Josh Gad or Jonah Hill as Penguin.
Really?
But that was a few months ago.
Yeah, like Jonah Hill is not fat anymore, so
Yeah, that was a while ago. So
he's still kind of squatty. He still be squatty. You know, it'd be crazy if they just somehow managed to get Danny DeVito to come back
Nah.
to be the Penguin again.
I'm pretty
People
sure
watch
he'd
it
do
just
it.
to watch it. People watch it just because of Danny DeVito.
Yo, if they
Just
come
being
out and
mean.
say, "Yeah, we're gonna put the Penguin in," and Danny DeVito's rephrasing his character, I'm like, "Yo, you get my money. I want to watch
Yep.
this."
I will definitely go to the theater for that.
Yeah, if they leave
I
the
don't know.
theater,
I would
folks.
still love to see a Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne.
Yes. That would
I
be
thought they were
great.
trying to do that. So,
They keep
if I-
Yeah,
talking
but I
about
think
it,
that's
but
wish list. That's wish
Yeah.
list stuff.
I
so it
mean, when
sounds
they
like they're
did,
trying to make the Flash movie Flashpoint. It sounds like
Yeah.
that's what they want to do.
did y'all?
And if you
Did any of
that,
y'all watch the Arrowverse on CW?
I watched I think the first 2 seasons, and I just stopped watching it.
Okay,
Just
well
because I, lost
the last
I guess.
the last crisis they had heroes from different universes and everything. It was basically Crisis on Infinite Earths,
Oh yeah, I
and they
watched that
had
one.
Kevin Conley play future Batman.
Oh, I heard
Kevin
about that.
Watched that
Conley.
then.
Yeah, the guy who does the voice for the Batman animated series and all that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I mean, he doesn't act a whole lot. He does a whole lot of voice acting, but he played a fairly good future Batman. He was an asshole. It was great.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And no spoilers, but it was really good. I mean, if you don't watch anything else in Arrowverse, watch the Crisis. All the Crisis events, they're pretty good. I mean, they throw in all the shows: Supergirl, Arrow, Flash. They had Batwoman in the last one, Legends of Tomorrow, all that. They just throw
Nice.
everything in at once.
To be
Nice.
honest, I haven't watched a single CW show since Black Lightning launched.
I watched the first season of Black Lightning, but I couldn't get into it. Just like Constantine. Constantine was a great idea, but you
The
can't
movie
make
or
that
the
character
show?
into a TV character by himself.
The movie or the show?
The TV show, the CW show.
Mm.
He doesn't play well as a TV character. He's too dark. I mean, if you read the Constantine comics, he makes deals with demons. He
Oh,
smokes.
Constantine the show was not bad though. I like that.
I mean, I like the actor, but the way they wrote the show just didn't work.
I disagree. I like that. I think
It
they were.
wasn't- it
No,
wasn't
I
bad
will.
for
I
me.
will agree they were trying to lighten him up a bit for more of the mass appeal.
Yeah.
But for what it was pretty well written. I think. Honestly, I think that was one of those shows that should have went to it should have been like a Watchmen or The Boys.
Yeah.
It was on one of these streaming and had a TVMA and you
Yeah.
watch it anytime. It should have been one of those shows. But
The new
I mean,
Boys
for
comes
what-
out soon. September.
yeah. Oh, you talking
September?
about ready? You talking
I
about
am
ready?
ready.
I am ready for that, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Season 1 was crazy. I was like, yo,
I'm waiting.
what?
I'm gonna watch season 2 of Umbrella Academy just came out, so
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
about to
I'm
resubscribe to
rewatching-
Netflix to watch it.
I'm rewatching the first season right now. I'm on episode 5.
Oh, nice. That's a really good show. I
Oh
enjoyed
yeah,
it.
I like
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
started watching that new animated Harley Quinn show.
Yeah,
That
Oh,
show
the-
is
the one
messed up. It is-
Harley Quinn is a messed up character.
Did they bring
well-
that over to HBO Max yet? Or
They
no?
did. That's why
Yeah.
I started watching
Oh,
it. 'Cause
it
I
is?
don't.
Okay.
I don't have DC Universe, but I do have HBO Max. And
Okay.
I watched the first 2 episodes last night.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody has DC Universe anymore.
I don't think anybody had DC Universe.
They should just merge it into HBO Max and call it a day.
Well,
I
they
think
put
that's what
some
they're
of them
doing.
on HBO Max, and they're moving a couple to CW. Like Stargirl is on CW now. If you haven't watched Stargirl, it's good. There's a couple things that are really weird about it, but if you like old school JSA, it's a good show. Swamp Thing, I can't remember if it's going to CW or if it's going to HBO Max, but it's going to one of those.
Last trailer I saw, if I remember right, I think it said HBO. I think it was going
Yeah.
to DC, which meant it was going to go to HBO.
Yeah, but DC's just not. DC Universe is just not going to make it. They're not. I don't know what's up with their marketing department, but they've been screwing this up. They made everybody mad with Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go.
No. The Teen Titans live action TV show.
There was a live action
Oh,
TV
it
show.
was just, when it was just called Titans,
Yeah, they.
and everybody was confused. Like, what is going on?
I mean,
I didn't watch it.
they made
Exactly.
Raven a kid,
Exactly.
and I'm like, nope. Raven does not need to be a kid. They just made everybody mad. I don't think
Right.
DC Universe is going to last
I think
too long.
Raven was like a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
Beast Boy was like the second oldest.
yeah. It was really weird.
And I think they had what's her face. She still had the alien background, but she was a stripper.
Starfire.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Y'all trying a little too hard to go on the edge route.
And they threw Hawk and Dove in there.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Let's bring that back.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's not do that.
Just go make us see the Titans, last season so we move on. Let's get this. As long as you get High Puffy Yumi to redo the whole intro, I'm with it.
All right, what you got for favorite movie franchise there, Jay?
I just told you my favorite movie.
Or video game, I'm sorry.
Favorite video game franchise?
Yeah. What do you keep going back to over and over?
Persona.
Persona's nice. I have a Persona 4 Golden one on sale. I still haven't played it yet.
Oh, you got it on Steam? Boy,
Yeah, I got it on Steam.
You want a classic JRPG, baby. That is classic JRPG for you.
I didn't get Persona 5 Golden. I was not trying to get roped into the hype. I was like, I'm gonna keep my Persona 5 regular.
Yeah, so Persona 4, you need to get that. It's worth the hype. I love Persona 5 or vanilla, but I was like, okay, let me see what it's like. And I saw the first couple of previews for Persona 5 Royale, and I saw how they were redoing the palaces. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cop this real fast. And I mean, the improvements were groundbreaking. I don't know any JRPGs are gonna come out after this that don't have some of the mechanics that this and or Final Fantasy VII Remake have. Like you can't come unless you just can't do it. You can't come out calling yourself like a frontier mainstream, like JRPG, and you don't have like some of these mechanics that either of these systems, even Fire Emblem has somewhat of a social mechanic that is immediately attributed from the Persona series.
Okay.
Like that whole talking to and romancing and getting to know people and stuff like that. Like you could do it. You did it to a little bit of a degree in certain games here and there, right? But it was never like a part of the thread. It was never part of the plot line. It was never multiple partners. You had a choice between one or two, and you just couldn't let them die. And you pretty much did it. And then in Three Houses, it was like, yo, am I playing Persona in Three Houses? Like, what is this? Am I playing Fire? Am I playing Fire Emblem Royale? What's going on here? Like it's way too much going on. And that social mechanic, like I felt like I jumped from Persona on my PS4 to Persona with Fire Emblem characters on my Switch. It was just reskinning. I just didn't have a Joker character to impose my personality upon. So that was really the only difference. But so long story short, I'll give you my background. So I was the only boy in my house.
Okay.
And I bought my own games. So I would go around cutting the grass, and I would earn enough money to either A, buy the game that was on clearance, or B, go get the Blockbuster summer card.
Yes.
Tells you how old we are, right? The Blockbuster cover, I think, what was it, $30, $40?
Yeah,
and
I think it was 30.
As long as you bring that card in, right, you can swap out one game for another. You can keep it. I think you can keep it up for a week and a half, and then you have to either bring it back or come back in and rescan it. Because I remember I used to be real upset because I traded my mom was mad about this, but I bought the GameCube. So I had a GameCube, but I wanted a PS2. And I had a neighbor who had a PS2, but he wanted a GameCube. And I was like, "You want to trade?" He's like, "It's not gonna be fair trade because you have 2 controllers, but I have more games." I was like, "All right, bet." So I went across the street to the pawn shop, bought like 2 more games, and I was like, "All right, is this good enough?" He's like, "Sure." So we traded systems, and then my mom came back, and she was like, "What the hell? When did you get a PlayStation 2? What the hell is your GameCube?" And I was like, "I did a trade," and I thought she was gonna kill me. But she just threw a shoe at me, and I did the Matrix, and and somehow I escaped head trauma. So, but long story short, I was the only boy, so I'll buy my own games, and most of my games were single players because I didn't want my sisters touching my fucking system. Because I was selfish like that. Like I didn't care about other stuff, but you're not touching my games. So, one of the first games I bought with my own money for the PS2 was, for the PS2 was Kingdom Hearts, the first Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
But I also had a PS1, and on PS1, I had 3 games. It was NFL Game Day '98, Legend of Dragon, and Xenogears. And I was also the time when Toonami was big and Yu Yu Hakusho was on TV, so I started to learn what anime was. So, like those games and those Toonami shows played a heavy influence on like my taste, and that taste kind of directed me toward like JRPGs, and then I just fell in love with JRPGs. Like once I played Chrono Trigger, the remastered Chrono Trigger on the PS1, and then I got my hands on Legend of Dragoon, and then I got my hands on Xenogears, and then I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. Right, like I'm in. I said all that. I was invested. Like anytime someone said JRPG, my ears perked. I'm like, what? Like what am I doing? I went back and played like Secret of Mana. Went back and played like the Secret of Mana, Trio Mana. Went back and played some of the Trials. Like I got some. I had almost all the Tales games that were on the PS2. And I got Kingdom Hearts 2. I went and got a PSP first day. The first game I bought with PSP was it Birth by Sleep? Is that the PSP one?
For what now?
I said I'm trying to remember which Kingdom Hearts was the Kingdom Hearts one was on the PSP. Was that Birth by Sleep?
I never had a PSP.
Don't worry,
I don't do well with handheld games. I think I went through about 6 Nintendo DS's.
Jesus
I get
Christ.
mad and I'd break them.
What were you doing? Were you just punching them into the sewer? Like, what are you doing?
Well, see, it was the one with the flip-up screen, and I'd just break the screen off. And let's see, PlayStation controllers you can twist and they'll break, and Xbox controllers you can't twist, but if you throw them hard enough, they'll break. You can also twist Nintendo, the regular Nintendo controllers. You can break those.
Are you okay? Do you want?
Well, I mean, I don't do that anymore.
Break controllers.
I don't do that anymore because controllers are $60 now. But when back in the day, I was young, I was an angry kid. I was an angry adult. I mean, that's one of the reasons I stayed in the Army for so long. Plus, it helped pay for when I broke the controllers.
All right, the guarantee check at the 1st and 15 helps.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just. Yeah, I mean, I broke a lot of controllers back in the day. I haven't broken one now and probably.
Were there at least a cheap Mad Catz controller so you could at least afford to break those? Those things. Let's be honest.
I don't think I ever broke a GameCube controller or a Nintendo 64 either.
Well,
I think those are a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I don't know if you could break an N64
Yeah, I don't think you could.
Those things.
I got a box of them in my closet if you want to find out.
No, I'm good. We could do a destruction video. I mean, we could do a destruction episode. See what breaks easiest.
They don't break these controllers.
I'd feel bad breaking Nintendo 64 controllers.
64
now that they're 25 years old.
Yeah.
A 64 controller goes for a lot of money nowadays too.
Yeah. Well, no, there's you're in Orlando, right?
Yeah, I'm in Orlando.
Okay, the EB Games up there. There's one at the Orlando Mall.
Oh, you go to EB Games? I just go to like some of the local game shops.
Yeah, but they sell it for cheaper.
I didn't even know there was an EB game.
I think it's EB Games. I may be getting it confused with Lakeland, but there is a game store at the Orlando Mall that I go to that has a bunch of controllers and stuff.
I have to look into that. I'm not sure. No, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh, when we were kids, who did you rent from? Putt Putt Games or did you go to Blockbuster?
Putt putt.
Yeah. It was
The hell
cheaper.
is a putt-putt?
Heck, where was Blockbuster?
It
Shelby?
was right across the road. No, there was
Was it?
one. Yeah. Over there where Arby's is now.
Oh,
It was right
I
over
don't
there.
even-
Yeah.
What the hell is a
That's
putt-putt?
back in North Carolina. That's
That's in our hometown.
yeah.
Oh,
It
It's,
was
it's a place
mini
you
golf.
go up. It's a place you grow up to leave.
Yeah,
oh, you mean like my hometown? Of Columbus?
probably.
Yeah, small town in Georgia. You're like, yeah, nothing here for me. I'm out.
They had mini
Yeah.
golf, arcade, and then you could rent video games from them.
And now they sell scrubs, and that's about all they do.
I haven't been
Like-
over there in forever.
Like Nerf scrubs.
Yep, they replaced the arcade with a scrub store. I think they
Facts.
still have the golf.
Well, I hope so. It's called putt putt.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
that
make sense
franchise went out of
otherwise.
that franchise went out of business years ago.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you can't really do nothing.
I don't even know.
about
I don't
that.
know if they're even still allowed to call themselves Putt Putt. I think they had to change their name or something.
I'm guaranteed there has to be like 10,000 fucking mini golf places around here, and
In Orlando,
Something-
of course.
in Orlando, yeah, but I mean in America, like everybody has some variant of putt putt in their in their name.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I highly doubt they will have to fight very hard.
I mean, it used to be the classic place for a sitcom to take a date.
yeah.
Oh, in the mini golf, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I played mini golf.
I don't think I've ever played mini golf.
What?
You never played mini golf?
Never.
No.
What is wrong? You was in Orlando, man. All these
Yeah, they
fucking
got like
All I did
30 or
for
40 places out there.
All I
You
did in
can't-
Orlando was either go to class or go downtown, probably for like some EDM events.
There's a mini golf place not far from downtown. What is wrong?
There's
said
three
EDM
right
event.
downtown.
Yeah.
Look, you got him
Oh.
strung up so bad that his mic went out again.
Oh, jeez, man.
It looks like there's a few putt putts still available.
I mean, I'm
It's a
sure someone-
franchise now.
I'm sure someone goes there. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's a few.
I don't think our old one in Forest City is listed as one of them anymore.
No, it's not. The only one I saw in North Carolina looks like it's in Wilmington.
Other end of the state.
Let's see if I'm right. If it'll click on it. Of course not, because it wants to be stupid. North Carolina, Burlington. Oh, there's one in Hickory. Hope Mills, White Lake, High Point, and Wilson. So there's 6 in North Carolina.
Oh,
And there are 2 in Florida. Fernandina Beach, and then one at Orange Lake Country Club in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee, huh? I don't know if I can walk into a country club, though.
You really want to go to Kissimmee?
Is that a real question?
There's one in Georgia. I can't believe I'm going through this. Then Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Where in Georgia?
In Georgia? Hold on.
Yeah.
Martinez, Georgia.
That's got to be out there. I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is either. And Georgia used to be my stomping grounds.
Yeah, that's my home state. I don't know where Martinez is.
There's 6 in Texas.
That covers a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying 6 in Texas is like.
This is the big place.
Yeah.
Texas is about the size of six states.
Abilene, Longview, South Arlington, Hearst, Tyler, and Waco.
Waco?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's for the Gaines family when they're doing their fixer-uppers, somewhere to throw their
Right.
kids.
Somewhere to throw their kids.
That's terrible.
Well, it says there's some in.
Sorry, I went to the dentist today and they were playing fixer-upper while I was getting my teeth cleaned.
Oh Lord.
Man.
Yeah. All right. Any of y'all got a favorite comic book? I know Josh isn't really big in comics.
I haven't read comics in forever. I'm sorry.
Comic book or comic book character? Like, it's kind
Let's
of
go
hard. It's like, kind of
let's
have
go
to
with-
say, like, comic book because there's so many variants that could be.
Let's go with character first, and then we'll go with storyline, because that can narrow it down a lot.
I mean, if you want to go first,
Let's see. I'd say overall it's got to be Spider-Man, because that's the first thing I ever read when I was by myself as a kid was a Spider-Man comic. I still got it somewhere over here. First appearance of Shocker. Amazing
Oh.
Spider-Man number 12, I think. It's old. It ain't worth much, but I've still kept it. Favorite storyline. I'd have to go with Brightest Day for Green Lantern, though.
Oh, yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Favorite superheroes. Storyline.
Josh is just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I could go with like Batman the animated series, but his actual comic books, I was never got into.
So for real, the Batman animated series is and the X-Men Saturday morning Fox Kids cartoon.
Well, you know that's on Disney Plus now.
It's on Disney Plus. I know.
It's on
I'm
Disney
season
Plus.
2. I'm on season 2.
Yeah, that's where I'm at,
Yeah.
too.
And Spider-Man, I'm almost done with them all.
All right, Spider-Man.
So, but Batman the animated series was the reason I went out and bought my first comic book when I was in high school and I could afford it. I bought my first comic book. It was a Batman comic book. I had a Batman comic book. It was in the line of what was it at the time? What was the storyline? It was the Dark Knight, like Volume 1, and I didn't know what I was getting into until I read it. I was like, man, that Batman looks cool. I'm gonna get that one. And then I read it, I'm like, yo, this is dark. And then my dad had actually bought me the second Crisis, the Infinite Crisis?
It depends, because they got a whole bunch of them.
The one with Superboy Prime with nuts.
Okay, that's a newer one.
Yeah, that was like 2005.
Yeah, that one's not that long ago.
Yeah, but I remember my dad had bought me that one. And I read it and I was freaking fascinated. I was like, yo, look at all these different characters. Why is this Superboy so nutty? Holy crap, he killed all the Teen Titans.
Yeah, he looks like crap.
And he keeps coming back. I remember when they gave him a yellow ring in Lord of the Rings. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, because he needed more power, right?
Yeah, you gave a Kryptonian a power ring based on fear that everybody's already scared of him because they remember what happened last time. He broke loose. So
Y'all know what this is?
think I have one of those comics in my like big box of comics.
Yeah, I got 3 of them. Death of Superman.
Oh, nice.
I got 3 of them just like this, still in the package.
How many times Superman died?
You want to see? Read DC 1 Million. Set in the future, 853rd century.
Isn't that
Spoiler.
Superman 1 million?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Spoiler
Superman 1
alert.
million show?
Superman has been living in the sun for 15,000 years, and then they give him Kyle Rayner's power ring.
Yeah, so he's just super powerful.
Oh yeah, it's just overpowered ridiculousness.
Bold of them to assume we'll still have human beings in the 800s.
That's what I said. That's the Huntress. That's my favorite thing out of that whole thing. The Huntress goes, "We haven't killed ourselves off by the 853rd century." That has stuck with me forever. That's been out for what? God, I don't even know how long that's been out.
Shoot, at this rate, I'll be impressed if we make it to 2100.
Well, to be fair, in the recent House of X comics, they were jumping to the future, and the future was like 3,000. I think it was 3 or 4,200 something, and we were basically talking to super. I forgot what they're called. But like somehow, some way, we have made it advanced all the way up to like 4,000 or something. And I was like, Jesus, I didn't think we were gonna make it out of 22. At this
DC
rate,
1 Million came out in 1998.
Yeah, that makes sense because that's 90 Superman. 90 Superman was stupid powerful.
Oh yeah,
like he was so powerful they brought him back.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it wasn't Golden Age Superman. God no, Silver Age Superman was dumb.
Yeah.
90 Superman was stupid powerful, but at least you could understand. They tried to make you help you understand why he was so powerful.
Yeah, they tried.
Well, Golden Age, he just did it because he could. He was basically Bugs Bunny at that point.
He came up with a new power like every other week. He could shrink, make other people shrink. He had telepathy and all this other crazy stuff.
He could like fucking laser point. He could shoot lasers from one end of the universe to the other end of the universe. I think wasn't he like one thing? I know he sneezed and blew away a whole universe.
Yeah.
But there was another one where he like lassoed a universe and like pulled it to get it out of the way of a burn, like a sun that was about to blow up or something. Something so stupid it made no sense other than this had to be a comic. Superman, you go into Superman's feats, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I love Icon to death, but
Icon is. Oh man, I love Icon.
I would love to see Icon make a comeback. Icon and Static and all those guys from that universe.
Static is. I love Static. They should make a movie with him. Even if they do the older version where he's overpowered, I'd still watch it. I'd go watch it. I wish they'd have done him instead of Black Lightning.
I know what I did. I know what they did, Black Lightning. I just wish those two characters didn't clash against each other.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
No, it's basically Black person with lightning powers.
Yeah. Well, if you ever read Irredeemable by, I think it's Mark Waid, it's basically a Superman-like character that goes bad. Okay. And then his former teammates go and try to save him.
Hyperion and Marvel? Isn't that just Hyperion?
What's that?
Marvel? Hyperion and Marvel did that too. He was just going around.
Sentry, kind of, but Irredeemable, it's its own universe, but the black guy in there has lightning powers.
It's a trope.
Yeah, and he even makes a joke. He's like, yeah, I know a black guy with electricity. What are you going to do?
It's a trope. I can name 5 characters that are black that have some form of electricity powers.
Yep.
And I was like, and you got Luke Cage who's bulletproof. Go figure, his biggest enemies are Game Lords.
Yeah,
Um,
Luke Cage is the man. I don't care what anybody says. You can't change my mind. His
oh no, I
his
love Luke Cage.
Netflix series is one of my favorite ones.
I wish they would have did the scene when he go beat up Doctor Doom. That was hilarious.
Beat up who?
He beat up Doctor Doom.
Who'd you say?
Like in the
Doctor
I
Doom.
said Doctor Doom. He beat up Doctor Doom one
Oh,
time
yeah.
because Doctor Doom was like, "Who is this dude coming in here?" He had one of his flunkies rip off Luke Cage. He was supposed to give him like because Luke Cage was part of Heroes for Hire at the time. Well, still is technically, but at the time he was like his big thing was Heroes for Hire. And I think the guy owed Luke Cage like $200, $300. And the dude didn't pay him, so he's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna beat you up, and I'm gonna find your boss." And the boss was Doctor Doom, so he went, broke into the Fantastic Four's base, stole a jet, flew over to Latvia. Was it Latvia that he called that Doctor Doom said? Flew over to Latvia, beat up all the Doom bots, beat up Doctor Doom, and then Doctor Doom was like, "Look, if I just give you $500, will you go away and stop harassing me?" And Luke Cage was like, "Yeah, sucker," because it was the '70s comic, and of course he ended his words with "sucker." And then Doctor Doom gave him like, "Here's your measly $500, go away." And then he kicked Doctor Doom one last time, flew away, flew back to the Fantastic Four base. The Thing tried to fight him. He beat up the Thing. And they were like, "Wait, you flew out of here to go find Doom? Did you beat up Doom?" He was like, "Yeah, I beat up Doom, duh." And he just walked off like nothing was wrong. And they were like, well, did you arrest Doom at least? We've been trying to get Doom for years." And he's like, "That's not my problem." And
Yep.
I was like, "What? What is this? What is happening in this comic?"
When Bendis put him in the New Avengers, that's one of my favorite runs right there.
Yeah,
When,
because he was the everyman when they put him in.
yeah, you got Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Luke Cage. That's just a comedy. That's comedy gold right
oh
there.
my goodness, dude!
Just everything was a joke to those three.
They were always cracking jokes.
Just
So,
clowning on the bad guys. Like the first fight
even-
was with the Wrecking Crew. They tore them up. It was hilarious.
It was really funny. But all right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to a D&D campaign. But I'll see y'all later.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Josh, I got something for you right here.
Oh, nice.
I don't even remember where I got this. I think it's first issue. And I know none of the people who wrote this. Oh, it's Malibu Comics.
Star Trek, nice.
Didn't
So is that back in '93?
I can look.
It probably is. I mean, if it came out the same year as the show.
The comics, they do the comic books different, so it may have been like a year later. Let's see. Yep, August 93. Didn't roll. Hey, Dez, was Roland Man, wasn't he Malibu? Didn't he edit for that?
I think so. I know
That's
he did a lot
one of
of
our-
comics.
Professor.
He's like he had a comic with Malibu. But I definitely know he probably was.
I think he was.
All right.
And I found this too. I'm going through my comic collection. That's
Oh,
Obama. This thing I paid $7 for this thing.
oh,
And now it's not worth anything. I got a lot of crap. I need to go through this. Probably not right now though. Okay. Anybody got anything else?
No.
I've been going for about an hour.
Favorite person.
What's that?
I looked for the comic book, which I already knew where it was, but like I don't know how to show this without. Yeah.
What is that?
Dark Wolverine.
Okay. Dakin. Dakin. I can't say his name right.
I think it's Dakin.
I think it is. It's Japanese, Josh. You might know better than.
Japanese, then it would be
Yeah.
Dakin.
Dakin. Okay. I could be wrong, but his
if it's spelled
Dakken.
Dakin. Yeah,
Wouldn't his
because if it was
mom-
day, it would be DE. Duck. You when you see double K, you draw out the A in front of it. So it'd be you draw out the consonant in front or the vowel in front of it. So it'd be Dakin. Yoshi would pronounce it better than I can.
No,
but,
I'm sorry. It's Daken.
It's Dakin.
Daken. So Dakin. Yeah, because day would be DE in Japanese.
He was a.
So
I
yeah,
never liked
actually
him
it would
that
be
much.
DEI.
I don't remember who his. I can't pronounce his mom's name. You know how it is. They got a lot of weird stuff.
I believe it's in this comic where.
But you pick him over X-23?
Yeah.
What?
I have a full comic about his upbringing. Yes, I do.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to go horrible upbringing, you could compare him to Jason Todd. That's about as bad as it gets.
Well, I feel like it's always worse when you have Wolverine as a father. So,
Well, I mean,
not
you know, he was never around though, so
But yeah, both of them have really tragic backgrounds.
yeah.
And the fact that his actual father literally wants to kill him majority of the time, and any type of iteration kind of is bad.
That's true. Jason Todd was the second
It's always
Robin.
good for the psyche.
Josh, Jason Todd was the second Robin who was killed by Joe. Well, he was beat by the Joker with a crowbar back in the 80s. The people wrote in, they voted on whether the Joker was going to beat him to death or not. And of course, it being America, they voted for him to die, but he got resurrected like 10 years ago. Well, actually, he
That's
got
usually.
saved by Ra's al Ghul and put in the Lazarus pit and trained by the Shadow's hand or whatever they call that. I'm murdering it tonight, but I don't really care. You know, we'll get a bunch of hate comments, but we'll get more subscribers if we screw stuff up just so people can correct us.
Oh yeah,
So, you know,
yeah. People
It's
live to
worth it.
correct.
exactly. So it's worth it, you know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
Um,
I'm gonna have to hop off here. It's time to get the family ready for bed. So.
Yeah, I got to go too. I got to be up at 7 in the morning. So I need to get everything ready. All right, gentlemen. Have a good night. May the force be with you.
Peace.
Live long and prosper.
There you go.